Good morning. I'm going to show you how to change the actuator on a 2003 rear door. I'm filming this by myself, so I'm going to go ahead and show you up front all the different points that we're going to be going to. This camera isn't the easiest thing to use by yourself, but we're going to be pulling the cover off of the door lock. We're going to pull the cover off of here. We're going to pull this cover off from around the handle, and hiding up above the handle right up in here is where there's one screw there, and then down at the very bottom of the door on the lower left hand corner there's another bolt down there. So I'm going to, and we're also going to be taking out this light and disconnecting it. It's all pretty simple. They for the most part they just pop right off and come out. You'll see the disconnection things that you'll have to do on it, but it's actually a fairly simple process. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by popping these off. Hopefully you'll be able to follow me as I go, and I don't get too shaky with the camera. So like I said, we're just going to insert a screwdriver in there, just gently kind of work that back out, and that cover comes right off in your hand, leaving you just the knob on the inside. Right here, just gently slip it underneath. Be careful you're not tearing anything up, and the whole button assembly will come right out. And there you go. And then I'm just going to disconnect the wire off the bottom of it, down at the doorknob. You can see I don't think you even need a screwdriver there. I think you can just kind of tug on it. There is a little clip on the back side of this that you have to be careful with, but and just roll it out of the way, pull the doorknob out, and out it comes as well. And then you're going to take a 9/32 nut driver or something with an extension. I'm going to reach up in here. You can see it's right up underneath the door handle there. There's a nut right up in there. And just unscrew that. Take it all the way out. And I'm not going to take it out on camera. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom lower corner here, and I'm going to undo the nut there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I still have to pop the light out. You can either do the light now, or you can wait and do it later. Either one, once the doorknob comes off. But you'll see that it's just right there, easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the power on the electric door lock, and then I'll come back to the camera. So on the electric door lock, there is a little tab right there on the side of it. You just push that in and wiggle a little bit, and it'll come right out in your hand. So you've got that's done. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this door ready to come off, and then I'll come back to the camera. Okay, so I've disconnected the two nuts. I've disconnected the other two locking mechanisms on it. Now the door is ready to come off. If you just take and lift up, it's hooked on the top of the door right here across the window. It's hooked onto a little lip there, and then there's two small locking cams down inside the door. But if you just lift up on the door and gently pull it out, it'll come right out in your hands. And you can see that I still got the light connected inside there. I'm just going to poke that on through and disconnect. Okay, so we've got the door off, and everything's kind of out of the way. Now the next thing to do is we need to just kind of peel this plastic protector off. It's got kind of a gummy solution on it. Just try and get it started and see if you can pull it away. You don't need to take the whole thing off. You only just kind of need to pull it down and expose the top third or so of the doorway. So I see my neighbor has decided to cut down a tree a little bit, so sorry for the background noise if you guys can hear the chainsaw running. So we just need to get it down just about, you know, maybe half, top third, half, something like that, to where you can see this, the lower bar poking through and the upper bar. Those are the really the only two things you're going to need to work at. We're going to be working up inside here now in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. I'm going to disconnect this lower bar, and it's going to be impossible to see. Maybe I'll get a flashlight up in there. But if you look up in there, you'll see that it's attached to a little clip. Just unclip the clip, and the bar will come right out of there. I believe it's that little yellow tab right there that's got it. Just pop that door open, and this bar will swing down out of the way. And then you're just going to unclip it from the door here as it goes. They just pop right out. So that's the next step. So undo that, and then we're going to move around to the back side of the door, where you're going to need a number 30 star wrench. Let's see if that'll zoom in on it. So because there's those 3 star nuts on the end that you're going to want to take out. And but undo the clip off the bar first. Okay, looking up inside the door, you see that little clip there. This for me was kind of the most irritating thing to get undone, but you can see how the door swings open. I've left it just open there, and now I can finish pushing it off, and that bar that's inside there, you're going to want that to release. That's what you're after, is to unswing that little door. It's a little tight and a little frustrating, but that's how it opens up. You just undo the lock and flip her open. And so now we're going to move around and take out the 3 star screws. But when you take it out, don't try and take it all the way out of the vehicle. It only has to get just out to where you can work on it, right here at the edge of the door. So you don't have to try and get everything undone. Before you do that, there is one more thing you need to unclip the handle off the door. This is just a little flip lock right here, and it just pops off from the back side. See if I can do this at the same time. Just gonna flip it off of there, he says. It's starting to come. And just gently get it out of the way. And then if you lift up on the door handle, it makes it a little easier to get it out of there. And that's all you have to do. Just get it free so that the bar comes out. Okay, so now we're going to take the star wrenches and undo the 3 nuts and start working on that. Okay, so I've taken out all 3 of the star nuts, but you'll notice that I haven't taken the unit out. It actually is only going to have to come just far enough out for you to be able to work. Need to get this bar to release from the bottom of the door. And now it's out of the way. It's stuck, still stuck inside there. So now everything is just kind of flopping around inside here. Now there's an electrical connection that you're going to need to disconnect right there, and you're going to want to disconnect that, and there's a second one hiding up a little further up inside, but as you begin to move it out, you'll be able to see that you can take them out. So just remove this connection here, and it'll come a little further forward out. So that you can see I was able to do that with just one hand. And you're just going to kind of continue to pull the unit out, and there is your actuator. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this other unit, and the whole thing will be able to be sitting up on top here for me to play with. Okay, if you roll your actuator over and have a look at the back side of it, you're going to want to swap out your number 30 star wrench for a number 10. And you're going to loosen these 2 screws right here on the back, and that will release this entire unit into my hand. So there's a little clip down here at the bottom that you'll see. It's easy enough to figure out. It just slides out, and then you'll have the actuator in your hand. So once you've taken the actuator off, I paid, I think, $30 for this replacement part. You can see that these teeth need to line up with the teeth inside of the rest of the mechanism. So be careful that you don't get them off. It is possible for the teeth behind this wheel to go in incorrectly. So you want to roll it all the way over to the right and get the first tooth to line up with the first tooth inside there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you want that. Then go ahead and reattach your connector and just reverse everything we did in order to get it together. Should work just fine. Good luck with that, and if you like this video, be sure and like it at the bottom. Thanks, appreciate it.